Hello, it's Mary Lou, and I'm back. Finally, I took a break over the holidays and enjoyed time with my family. And let me adjust the camera. I see it's a little crooked here, and I'm hoping I can make it better. There you go. Maybe. Yeah, maybe there. Okay. Anyway, after Christmas, then I started my first journal of the year. So let me introduce you to an Asian themed journal. It's 7.5 by 5.5, 2-inch spine with lace. There's the back. It's made of medium weight chipboard, so it's sturdy. It has 3 signatures. And the kit I used, I'll put all that information down below, but it's from Screech Owl Studio, and it's called Mikado. And when I was in junior high school? Yes. We sang. I was in the choir, and we sang a lot of the songs from Mikado. So, Mikado, excuse me. So it spoke to me, this kit. I also put it together with Stamperia papers that I had. So let me take you inside after we show you that this is all covered. All the papers that you see on the outside of the chipboard cover are coated with Ranger Multi-Matte Medium. So they have a little bit of a gloss, but not a lot, just a tad. And I layered the little gal with 2 images of her. And then I added this lace. You can see there's black, and I did a little bit of gold inking along all the edges of this and, you know, the journal cover itself. Okay, now we'll go inside. You can see that there are eyelets with Hug Snug seam binding. Okay. I did put this journal belongs to tag right there. Okay, and then there's a pocket here. Did some punching here with the EK Tools Success, whatever. Then here is a tag from Stamperia. It says the story begins, and it's covered with tea-dyed papers. And then another page from, or another piece from those papers is that. Aren't the colors beautiful? Yes, I think so. Anyway, there's some line space for you to journal on here. There's a little flip here, so you can either glue it down and make it a pocket or leave it a flip so that you can journal all the way there. Here's a tag made out of mulberry paper that has leaves, skeletal leaves embedded, and I did do some gold inking along the surface and along the edge. And then there's black seam binding for the ribbon tie. Okay, here is a long skinny pocket, and there's a beautiful Asian woman here. Inside is a long and tall card that you can journal on. It is lined, in case you can't see that, but I think you can. And then there's journaling space on the back as well. That closes up, and then you flip it, and I gave you another journaling space here, and you can write on the tea-dyed papers here. Over here, we have a little, it's a piece of the cardstock from the Stamperia paper pad. I made a little pocket, and inside the pocket is this lovely Asian gal. You can see I did some gold napkin here, gold foil napkin, and then there's a fan. There's a ticket, and these are from Artie Maze's kit. And then there's a pocket. See, I'm out of practice. This is called an envelope, and it's tiny. I made it little, and inside you'll find a long strip of tea-dyed papers to journal on. Well, maybe. My fingers aren't ready to work today. There, maybe. There we go. Okay. Okay, and on the other side, there's some black cardstock with, again, that gold foil napkin, a flower with a half pearl on it, and I did some punching there. Inside the little pocket, there's a quote, and then a beautiful Asian silhouette against the moon and the ocean, it looks like, and then another ticket. I've used parchment paper in this journal, and I printed some Asian ladies on it. And then there's a fan, a double fan. I didn't color this because I thought I would leave that for whoever purchases this journal. This is vellum. Isn't that beautiful? And look at that beautiful page. Isn't that something? It's so, I just love that faded, almost faded look. And then this beautiful scene here in the foreground. There's some lined paper for you. Now, since I mentioned I was in Mikado when I was in junior high school, which was a long time ago, here's a little belly band fan with a stopper down at the bottom. And this is a nod to the musical, the opera, or musical, whichever you want to call it, of Mikado. And it's got the Waterbury maids. 3 little maids from school are we. Anyway, there they are singing, and you have the whole back of that to journal on. So it gives you some more journaling space. Some beautiful tea-dyed papers and some stamping. I tucked a little card in here that you can certainly journal on. A little ribbon, and there's some tea-dyed paper space. This is a pocket. I love this. So beautiful. There's a kimono. You can journal on the back of that, and this beautiful Asian artwork. I left you lots of tea-dyed paper to journal on. Here's a belly band with a card from the kit that I used and made into a belly band. And then here's an envelope that I made out of vellum. And inside there are 3 note cards for you to journal on. And over here, there's some more journaling space, some lines for you to work with. Isn't that beautiful? I love that. Yvonne did a beautiful job on this kit. There's the other side of the vellum page. Here's a flip up and flip down so that you can journal all over that. And behind it, I made a belly band out of it. Some beautiful artwork, Asian artwork, and I think these are called silk screens. I believe that's what that image is anyway, and it's on parchment paper here. And on the other side, we have another beautiful Asian woman. Here's another one of our little pockets for an extra little space. And there's a beautiful card from the kit. And you can journal on the back. This one is just another saying, and it's tea-dyed paper on the back of it. And it just tucks in there. For some more, just gives you some more journaling space. Here's another pocket with some more of the gold foil and a flower. And I did do Wink of Stella on several places. So there's a dragonfly. I don't know which way it goes. I think it must go this way. There you go. And so there. And there I punched that page with that same punch, and I used it throughout, so you'll see that. Here's a pocket that I fussy cut out of the Stamperia paper, and then there's a long tag, a tall tag, long and thin. I like these. These are something new from Yvonne, I think, but I think they're beautiful, and there again is that image of the lady. There's some ephemera, and there's a tree. I can't think of what you call it, but I know you know. It's not coming to me. So again, here's some lined space that came as part of the kit that you can journal on. That's the end of the first signature. There's that beautiful lady. Okay, and here's the beginning of the second signature. Here's a pocket. I've put a little bit of lace like you've seen on the front and on the spine with a flower. And I fussy cut this whole pocket out from the Stamperia paper. There's that scene. I loved it so much I had to cut it out and use it as a card. Then one of the gals on chat, Junk Journal Junkies chat, shared a site where you could create your own catalog cards, and I loved that, and I thought it would work so well with this kit. So, and that's when I discovered it. So there's some lace, there's some ribbon tied on the bottom, and then there's a quote, and it's a Japanese proverb. So that's there. And then here's a little booklet with a cover that's Asian themed, and there's parchment paper and tea-dyed paper all the way through. So there's several pages there. That gives you a lot more journaling space. Not that I haven't given you enough, but there's more. And then here's a large strip of paper from the Stamperia pad, and I liked it because it was faintly lined, so you can certainly journal there. And I put some lined paper here, so there was more journaling space there. Then there's some parchment paper, and there's one of the lights from their culture. There's a pretty pocket. There's a vintage Asian lady, and this is a vintage themed journal, if you haven't figured that out already. There you go. Beautiful artwork. I love the flowers. Here's an envelope. I loved this paper. This is one of my favorite pages from the kit. And there's a card in there. And then here's some beautiful paper, some vellum that I put in. And then here's that page I love so much, and it has the title of the book, of course. And it says journal. I just love the colors. It's so pretty. More lined paper. Here's another flip up and flip down that you can open up and journal on. But it also is a pocket, so behind there is another, and you can see it's all about journaling. And then these beautiful floral images. There you go. There's a pretty lady, it looks like her daughter. They're out hanging the lanterns. Lots of tea-dyed space. I got some beautiful papers, some dyeing done with these. You can see the striations, you can see the texture. Anyway, on this side here is a mulberry pocket, like the tag that I made, and it has a beautiful skeletal leaf in there. And in the pocket, I put another Asian. Now this is an advertisement, a vintage one. This is from the kit. This is also from the kit. I believe it's on one of the pages, and I just enlarged it and cut it out. And then here's another Japanese proverb. See, I gave you lots of space. There's some stamping. There's a double-tiered pocket, and in the bottom pocket is this beautiful card. This is from the kit, and this is from Stamperia. There's still room to journal. And up here is another card. Looks like they're having tea and a treat. Isn't that beautiful? I love this floral. And then there's the other side of the vellum. Here's an uptuck that I made from some of the paper in the kit. I included this card with part of a skeletal leaf, and there's tea-dyed paper on the back. And then here's another beautiful kimono that you can journal on the back of. I put some pretty flowers on that page. Here's some more journaling space because of lined paper on the back. And here again, there's lines that you can journal on freely. And then there's some more tea-dyed paper. Here's another pocket that I fussy cut from that same page that I love. There's a card from the Stamperia paper. And then here's an envelope. And inside, isn't that beautiful? And it's all, I inked it with gold here and on the moon. And there's journaling space on the back. And it just slides right in that pocket. That's the end of the second signature. On to the third. Again, that beautiful painting of florals and the bird. Some journal of space. Here's another card. I put one in each signature. It's got a fan on here with this beautiful paper from Stamperia. There's a card or a tag from Stamperia, and this is part of the Yvonne's kit. And there's another piece of black cardstock that I inked with gold, and there's the foiled doily. And then there's another card. It has tea-dyed paper, and then vintage Asian lady. Shouldn't look too happy, does she? But, you know, some of them led lives that were really tough back then. Here's another corner pocket, and in it, there's a little quote on it. There's an image from the kit. There's another tag from the kit. And here's an envelope with a beautiful Asian lady in it. There's some more tea-dyed paper. And then I put this around the edge of that. I printed it on there. Here's a pocket that had punched with that same punch. And there's a bit more of that lace. This is from the Stamperia pad. There's a vintage painting and a tall card for you to journal on. And then there's another one of the Japanese proverbs. There's beautiful there. I love that paper. You can tell because I used it so much. I thought this was beautiful too. Yeah. Here's another pocket made from the Stamperia pad, and inside we have a circle with birds on it. You can see that. There's a tall card or tag, whatever you want to call it. There's another beautiful kimono and another card from the Stamperia kit. There you can see there's plenty of room for journaling there as well. I left you some blank open space to journal on. Here's a side pocket, and inside there's this beautiful image. And then this is like a booklet, but I didn't put any papers in it. But I thought it was so beautiful, I wanted it in the journal. Another spot to journal in, and it's a belly band, and inside I put this card from the Stamperia collection, and there you can see there's ample room for journaling even behind there. And it just slides back in here if you're not in a hurry. There you go. There's the other side of the vellum paper. Look at this beautiful page. Here's another double-tiered pockets. There's some lace on the front of this. This is paper from the Stamperia kit. Here's our paper pad. This is a card from the kit. And this is this is one of the pages from the journal kit that I shrunk down so that I could use it as a little booklet. And it's filled with tea-dyed papers. And down here, or up here, excuse me, there's a pocket with that floral and a ticket. Another beautiful Asian lady. Here's a flip that you can either glue shut or leave as is, and this is from the Stamperia pad. Here's another tag that I made from the mulberry paper, and you flip it over, and there's another one of the long thin pockets that gives you more space here, and then inside, as was with the other one, there's a long tall card that you can journal on. By the way, I was able to get a new phone after many years of having the one I had, so this one is holding out, I see, and not making me have to redo it. There's another side tuck with lots of foil and a fan, and in the pocket is this adorable Asian child. Isn't that precious, with the chrysanthemum right here? I loved that. And then here's a long card, Earth Laughs and Flowers. And on this side, we have another pocket with some more cards. There's a beautiful Asian lady looking out her window. And there's another fan. There, I found all kinds of fans. Yvonne had some in the kit, and then I found some on my own. There you go. It's the last page. There's a pocket at the back with some more cards. They both have tea-dyed papers on the back of them. And then I signed it. This journal will be available on my website and for sale in the U.S. only. Please forgive me. I am an elderly woman. I am disabled, and it's really difficult. I just don't want to deal with all the hassles of shipping overseas, and so forgive me for that. I hope you have a wonderful new year, a blessed new year. Thank you for stopping by to watch my video. If you're not a subscriber, I hope you will become one. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. And I love to read your comments or questions. Have a great day. Bye-bye now.